This vehicle is leaving the station. Please hold on. Please move to the center of the vehicle and away from the doors.
Welcome back, coming to you from the great American Southeast, your voice in the night, tonight anyway. This is the No Weed Geek, and thank you so much for joining me. We have Doctor Who news again, and every single thing I see coming in the form of Doctor Who news is just, it infuriates me. But let's get to it. Maybe you'll find this not as infuriating as I do. This comes from Doctor Who Online. Dated 23rd September 2020, the article states, following on from the summer's B&M release, Character Options is delighted to announce a brand new wave of Doctor Who action figure sets for autumn 2020. The new collection will be available in the UK on shelf in B&M stores from early October. Sales in the US will begin mid-October via the North American Doctor Who store and Amazon. This exciting launch will introduce 6 brand new action figure sets, an all-new look for the Friends of the 13th Doctor set, a new Companions of the 3rd and 4th Doctor set, a very special unit set, plus a 5th Doctor and TARDIS set. Rounding up the release will be 2 more History of the Daleks sets, which chart their chronological TV appearances. Each and every set of this detailed series will include highly detailed 5.5-inch scale figures featuring multiple points of articulation and blah, 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 blah. Classic Doctor Who packaging. So you may be saying to yourself, what's your problem? What's not to like about this? A few things. Thing number 1, there are 6 new sets. One of them belongs to the 13th Doctor. They probably know that that set isn't going to sell, but this way at least they can say they did it. Who are they really pandering after here? It's the long-term fans that they're trying to reel back with the fishing line, saying, hey, we remember you. We love you guys. You guys built us, and we're happy to serve you. No, you're not. That's rubbish. And I'll tell you why it's rubbish. Because you took the entire history of Doctor Who and erased it. You messed with canon in a period of 12 minutes. You erased Doctor Who history. But let's take a look at these sets. Companions of the 3rd and 4th Doctors. You've got a pair of Romanas and a Sarah Jane Smith. That's great. Would I like to have that in my Doctor Who collection? Absolutely, I would. But I feel like what they're doing is they're trying to bring in money to stay afloat after completely alienating their longtime fan base. Do you know how long Doctor Who has been around? And listen, before I get too ranty, this has nothing to do with Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. Granted, I think she sucks, and I don't like it, but we all know what happens to doctors that we don't like. Eventually, they regenerate and we move on with our franchise. But when they've messed with the entire history of the Doctor, they've messed with their own history. When Jodie Whittaker was announced as the first female Doctor, in story, they went back and, oh no, she's not the first female. The first female was a young person of color who died again and again and again and again, who wasn't from Gallifrey, who's not a Time Lord. Completely changes this story. But let's keep going. I should also say this has nothing to do with a person of color. I would welcome a doctor of color, but the Doctor's a man, always has been, and at no point in time other than the very recent past has a Doctor ever gender swapped, and when the Master did it and became the Mistress, that was perfect for the character because the Master cheated death once again in a way that only she could do, but the Doctor's a man. So going after my wallet there, now here is to please the current batch of Doctor Who. Oh, yes. There she is. And Ryan and Graham, who are actually the best thing about the most recent seasons of Doctor Who, they got the hell out of there. They're out. They said, we're finished. We're not doing the show anymore. And so we have Yaz and the Doctor. Now, tugging after my wallet, we have the Unit 1975 from Terror of the Zygons. You've got what appears to be a Lethbridge Stewart in there. You've got Tom Baker, that clearly fans don't care for anymore because he's 5th most popular if you take the Radio Times poll, but that's trash too. And a member of Unit there. Let's see what else we have after my wallet. Oh, who would want this piece of crap? Because according to Radio Times, Peter Davison's Doctor was the 13th Most pop out of 13, last place. Nobody gets a medal for last place in Doctor Who. And this guy right here, who arguably had the toughest job of any doctor because he came after Tom Baker, the doctor that was known universally as the Doctor. Everybody was ready to hate Peter Davison, and as his stories continued and his arc came to an end, he became one of the most beloved in the franchise. But out of 50,000 votes, he got 300, putting him in last place. Complete trash. This is one that I'm very, very tempted to pick up just for that TARDIS. I have this version of Peter Davison, but that TARDIS looks good. But no, I can't support this. Let's keep going. Then we have two Dalek sets. This one from 1965's The Chase. Oh, those look good too. And again from 1965, The Daleks' Master Plan. And this one comes with an accessory. No, don't do it. I can't do it. Let's finish this article. There's a quote here from Character Options, who is the maker of the toy. And I don't blame the toy maker. Listen, I don't blame Character Options for this. But when you support the franchise in 2020, you support the showrunners in 2020. And when you support the showrunners, you support the destruction of a worldwide pop culture sci-fi icon. Character Options was quoted as saying, "This is another first for the Doctor Who line and good news for the fans in what has been a difficult year. We are delighted, therefore, to announce this full second wave of figures being released, which comes in addition to our recent internet exclusives. We are determined to give fans something exciting, and again, hopefully we have genuinely surprised them with the new additions that have been coupled with some of our previously released figures. The inclusion of a new fourth Doctor, Sarah, and Romana 1 will hopefully surprise everyone in what is an astounding number of new figures this year, and hopefully we continue to exceed the expectations of fans and collectors alike." I really want that Romana 1, but no, don't do it. I can't do it. So what will bring back good Doctor Who? Listen, we don't care who the Doctor is. We don't care who plays the Doctor. We don't care the color of the Doctor. Would I prefer the Doctor be a man? Yes, because that's the way the character's been written for over 50 years. And you don't just change something like that without having real meaning. And they really didn't. Hey, surprise, I'm a girl. Someone's going to cut that out and put it in a video someday. But anyway, my whole point is what Doctor Who fans want is good Doctor Who. Chris Chibnall is absolutely incapable of delivering good Doctor Who. So let's get a new showrunner. Let's replace the Doctor. Stop trying to pander to fans that helped build the franchise with action figures from the past and make Doctor Who great again. That's all the time I've got for today's video. I thank you so much. Listen, this channel is now only 1 week old, and I couldn't be more grateful for the support that I've seen already in just a week. So if you wouldn't mind, if you're not already a subscriber and you enjoy the content in these videos, do click subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you will be notified anytime a new video is posted in the future. I will be covering all types of pop culture, movies, TV, more Doctor Who, pro wrestling, Star Wars, The Mandalorian, DC, Marvel, you name it. I will cover that here for you. This has been an exciting journey, and I hope that you will join me on it. So thanks again for watching. We will see you, hopefully, back here again real soon.
This vehicle is leaving the station. Please hold on. Please move to the center of the vehicle and away from the doors.